everybody, welcome back to my channel, Sushi Dragonmasters, and today I'm going to do my September TBR. So, I am trying not to make any big plans, because I am having trouble getting into things. I mean, I can, but then I'm starting to lose interest halfway, which is how I used to be, and I really don't want that, but it's really mainly because what I really want to read is not out yet. So that's a little bit of a struggle. And also the last book I read in August really made me not want to read anything. So that's bad. But I'm going to try, and these are the books I'm going to try with. So, the first book I'm going to talk about is my pick for the Sushi Gen reading challenge. If you are interested in participating in the reading challenge, I will link that video down below. Basically, the challenge is to read a non-fiction book, and for that, I am picking 52 must-see movies and why they matter. I have already started this, and next time I pick it up, I will be reading about It Happened One Night, which is actually a great movie, and you should watch it. I love that movie. Then another thing that I'm currently reading is Avalon High by Meg Cabot. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. Basically, I'm listening to it on audio, and it was okay at first, but we'll get to that later. I'm enjoying it for the most part. But I just wanted to read this because I saw the Disney Channel movie years ago. After looking stuff up, it must have been 6 years ago, because apparently it came out in 2010. That feels so weird saying 2010 was 6 years ago. But I remember the movie being really good, so I'm reading / listening to the book. Then another thing that I'm going to get to extremely soon, the second it touches my hands, I'm going to start reading it. And that is Empire of Storms by Sarah J. Maas. Because I want this book so bad. And there are spoilers littering the internet, and I accidentally saw two. One of them, I mean, it was a spoiler, but it wasn't really a spoiler because it was kind of obvious. I never would have assumed that. I'm not going to say what the spoiler was in case you were assuming that. And then the other one, I wasn't sure if it was a spoiler or just people discussing something, because it was kind of worded in discussion matter, and one thing said it does happen, the other thing said if it happens. So I was kind of a little confused, but I don't know, I either spoiled myself or I didn't, except the one thing that I know was a spoiler, but it wasn't really a spoiler because I already assumed that. But yeah, really excited for this book. I'm going to one of these signings, and I am so excited. I'm just all the excitement, which is probably why I'm having trouble reading too, because I am kind of freaking out about this whole signing thing, because this is my first time going to anything like this. But I'm assuming it will all turn out okay in the end. Then another thing I was thinking of getting around to is The Winner's Crime by Marie Rutowski. This is the sequel to The Winner's Curse, and second book in the trilogy. So, I read The Winner's Curse in July, and I liked it, and I heard the second one gets better, and I started having the desire to read it, so I will be picking this up soon, but I have a stronger desire to read Empire of Storms, so that'll come first. But, yes, I'm still planning on reading this one. Then another thing I'm hoping to get to is Only the Good Spy Young. This is the fourth book. Yep, fourth book in the Gallagher Girls series. I really want to continue this series. I only have 3 books left. I mean, I don't want to run out, but I really, really want to get to the end, but at the same time I don't. I am having struggles. And this is the anniversary edition cover thingy. So there is apparently bonus content in here. There's a bonus chapter, and and that is exciting. I want bonus chapters, but my first 3 books don't have bonus chapters, although one day I'm going to go to the bookstore and I'm just going to read the bonus chapters and then just like walk out. You can do that, right? Then one thing that I started but decided that I'm just going to read some of it here and there is Winter by Marissa Meyer. I am starting to reread this, but because it's huge and I do want to get to other stuff, I am just going to read maybe like a couple chapters every so often and then eventually just finish it. So I'm not really too, what am I even trying to say? I don't really care if I finish it this month because it is a reread, and I'm hitting that point I hit in it the first time around where I was wondering how it's going to have like another 400 pages, and I remember I eventually finished it, and then I was like, oh, that's how it has 400 pages, but I don't remember what happened, even though I read this less than a year ago. I have no memory. I only remember like the big things. So in my mind, this was like a 300-page book of only like 3 big events. I don't know why, but that's how I remember it. And just to carry a couple things over from last month's TBR, I do still want to read The Assassin's Blade. I'm starting to feel more of a desire to read it, so I will hopefully get to this. Probably not, but who knows. And Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, because I really need to get to this. It's just been sitting on my shelf for a while, and it's time. It is time. So those are all the books that I'm hoping to get to September. Yes, it is a little more than I probably will read, but you know what? I'm aiming high because I'm excited about things, and when I get excited about things, I just like want to read more than I normally can, because I'm just like in this state of mind where I'm like, I can read all the books, even though we all know it's not possible to read every book in the world. It would never work out, because so many new books come out that like there's just so many books, it just never works. Anyways, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see when the next video comes out. Comment down below and let me know what you're planning on reading this month, and if you've read anything that I'm planning on reading, and if so, do you recommend I start it sooner than I was planning to? And I will see you guys next time. Bye!